Sometimes the difficult part is not beginning, not waiting, not sitting with the empty page. Sometimes something finally arrives. A sentence, a thought, a direction, a small feeling about where to go next. And almost immediately, the mind begins questioning it. Is this good enough? Is this really it? Should I wait for something better? Notice how quickly the evaluation begins. The idea has barely arrived, and already it is being measured, compared, examined, doubted, as if every next step must prove itself before it is allowed to exist. But creativity often moves differently. The next line does not always arrive with certainty. It rarely announces itself as the right one. More often, it appears quietly, small, incomplete, unimpressive. And because it arrives without confidence, it is easy to overlook. See if you can notice something subtle, the difference between listening and judging. Listening asks, "What is here?" Judging asks, "Is this enough?" Listening remains close. Judging pulls away. Perhaps the work does not need a better idea right now. Perhaps it needs your attention. The next line does not need to be extraordinary. It only needs to be the next line. Notice the breath. Notice the body resting where it is. Notice the space around you. Nothing dramatic is happening, and still something is moving. A thought, a phrase, a possibility. Small things often arrive first. The mind prefers finished forms, clear directions, strong certainty. But creative work rarely begins there. It often begins with fragments, a single image, a single sentence, a single note. Something small enough to miss, something small enough to dismiss. See if you can allow small things to matter. Not because they are complete, not because they guarantee where the work will go, but because they are here. The next line does not need your approval first. It only asks to be followed for a little while, just long enough to discover what comes after it. Take one breath and imagine releasing the need to know where it leads. One line, then another. One small step, then another. The work unfolds through contact, not prediction, through participation, not certainty. You do not need to see the whole path. You only need to stay close to what has arrived. This sentence, this thought, this beginning. Perhaps it is enough. Perhaps it is already the doorway to what comes next. Not because it is perfect, but because it is here. And for now, that is enough. Trust the next line, and then see what follows.